Welcome to part 52 of the Gods and Goddesses of Ancient Egypt. Today let's look at one of the earliest worshipped goddesses in ancient Egypt who is depicted on some of the most famous artifacts. This is the god Bat. Bat is a cow goddess who was probably worshipped as early as the pre-dynastic age. Her worship probably originates in the late Paleolithic cattle herding cultures. Her name simply means the female Ba, which is a portion of the ancient Egyptian soul that is usually equated with one's personality. She can be depicted quite a few different ways, usually as fully human, with this very elaborate crown that is made up essentially of a sistrum with a cow's face and then the feather of Ma'at. She can also be depicted as a cow, and sometimes depicted as a human with the ears and horns of a cow. Most notably, if she is depicted as a cow, she is depicted fully frontally, usually just the face. And this is actually a little symbol that you will see on a lot of sistrums, as well as this very famous piece, which you guys might already know what it is the Narmer palette, if you guys recognized it. She is depicted 4 times at the very top with these frontal images of her with the curled horns that make up the top of this palette. And she is also depicted as a celestial bovine creature surrounded by stars. That's a little bit more of a rare depiction, but a pretty cool one too. Here you can see the female image of her, but she does have these ears of a cow. It's very hard to tell, but those are technically supposed to be the larger ears of a cow. Now, her association with the sistrum is very strong, as the center of her cult was known as the Mansion of the Sistrum. She was the chief goddess of Seshesh, otherwise known as Hu or Dios Palus Parva, which is in the 7th nome of Egypt. Now, you might be getting this that she looks very similar to another goddess called Hathor, who is also depicted as a cow and also is depicted frontally and is very much associated with sistrums. So don't get confused, there are 2 different goddesses. But here's the interesting thing. Hathor was the goddess of the 6th nome of Egypt, and the only really big difference between the 2 of them is that the horns of Bat curve inward and the horns of Hathor curve outward slightly. Now, it is possible that these could be based on different breeds of cattle herded at different times, and because they were so close, it just might indicate that they were once the same god in pre-dynastic Egypt, but by the Middle Kingdom, maybe the cult of Hathor essentially absorbs Bats in a manner similar to some other mergers you see in the ancient Egyptian pantheon. Another great indication of this is this statue of Menkaure, one of the pyramid builders. And you can see Hathor here, Menkaure, and then Bat on the other side. Thanks for watching, and next time let's look at a baboon god.